This is John, the Idaho Meat Cutter. Welcome back. Here we're in Idaho and we're going to skin a deer today. It's just killed, just brought in. They've already gutted it, so we're going to go ahead and begin. So we're going to take it nice and slow and we'll try to get things done so you can see what we're doing, okay? So first we're going to start with the legs. What I did is I cradled this deer so it's set up and it's just laying here on the ground. So I have a blue tarp. We'll use it in a minute so we won't get it so dirty. Keep it clean. First, front legs. You can see they bend. You want to find that joint and you just want to cut it across and mark it. And you can feel it. And all you have to do is pop it. Your hind legs definitely are a little tougher. Just mark it. You can see that joint right there. And then I'm going to just pop it. Whoops. Okay, where we stand here, so I'm going to just take my knife and run it down the leg. All the way across to the brisket. All the way down the leg. All the way across to the brisket. I'm skinning down towards the neck. And I'm bending over, so I'm going to change things. Get down on one knee, down where I can work on this deer. Go around the legs. It helps if you have a sharp knife. We're still skinning around the front feet, down to the neck. Now we're going up to the brisket. Or the chest bone. I like to stay on one knee. It's easier on me. Here's a treat that a lot of times we find. There is the bullet right there. A lot of times they'll go through one side and the hide will stick and it'll be on the other side, right in the hide. We find quite a few, actually. Okay. I'm going to go right ahead and go right up to the other leg. Again, in Idaho, we have fairly good sized deer. This one is covered with quite a bit of fat. The hind legs are the same way. You can bend them a little bit. There's a joint right in here. And it's important on the back legs to get it right. You can see it right there. But you can kind of come up the leg and start feeling. And you'll kind of feel that joint. So again, we're just going to mark it. And pop it. What most hunters make the mistake of doing is cutting this tendon. You cut the tendon, you can't hang it unless you use rope or wire and all kinds of things to get it to stand up. Now it's kind of hard to see. Right around there. There's your tendon. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this one side for a reason. We're going to lay it over on its side here shortly. Today we picked a nice cold day to do this. Okay, now we're going to switch to the other side and do the same thing. These pieces of wood, actually, a log, anything you can find, kind of hold it in place. Helps a lot. At the shop here, we usually don't do this. We start them and then we have a winch and we pull them up and get them up chest level, so it's very easy to skin them. But out in the wild, out on the hill, you don't have a winch probably. I tell hunters if they'll carry a tarp with them, a piece of plastic with them, after we get to a certain point, it's so much easier, so you don't get that deer dirty. In another video I might show you where you can throw it on back of a pickup on the tailgate, and that even works really slick because you're up, you're not laying down on the ground. Okay, we're going to move up the side and up to the brisket again. You'll start to see where this deer was shot. And now you can see the mess. And how bad it was shot. To save time for the meat cutter, unless you're doing it yourself, you might as well cut all that blood shot out of there and throw it away, because you're not going to eat it. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, we have it skinned down to its back, basically. We're going to skin it just a little more. Okay, I'm going to take this hide and roll it inside a little bit so the hair stays out of the way. I'm going to grab my blue tarp. And we're just going to lay it down here. You don't need a bunch of dirt and pine needles on your deer. Okay, we got that up there. We're going to roll it over. Now it's on its side on the blue tarp. You can see the good back cover on this one. This deer here looks like it's ready for winter. That's the tail. We're out of the way. Okay. Right now it's really clean. Like I said, a tarp works miracles. They're cheap and expensive. Okay. Again, we're still on the blue tarp. Put it on one knee again. What a good looking deer. This thing has lots of fat. Still on the tarp. There's hide, there's your deer. Again, we're so happy to show these videos to you. Again, we had a blue tarp here. We skinned a deer. You can see how the wind's blowing, but you can see how clean the deer still is. This thing's ready to go ahead and be wiped down. Go ahead and put your sheets on it, whatever you're gonna do, your game bags. Take it in. Thanks for watching us again. This has been the Idaho Meat Cutter. Thank you.